We're back for episode 9, I think it is. I'm your host, Dylan Cotton. Co-host Cotton, as you see, he's in a different spot. But today we have a very special guest, Miss Allison Hayes. Tell people about yourself. Huh?
Hi, everybody. My name is Allison Hayes. I am a journalist. I work with Fresh Nation as well as Detroit Pal, and I've been partnered with a few other businesses and associations and stuff like that, just in general with media and journalism. So,
Okay. What am I trying to say? What made you get into that type of stuff?
journalism. Oh my God. Okay, so actually, it was a mistake. Um, so along a while ago, I had a major surgery. I was doing sports and all that crazy stuff with Detroit Pal, which is how I got with Detroit Pal in general. So I was doing sports, running track, playing, everything, doing cheer, dance, everything one to one. But I was always in like a lot of pain. So I was trying to tell somebody, but they never really listened because when you run in track and stuff like that,
Yeah.
especially with close coaches, they
Yeah.
tell you, work through it. You don't want to work, blah blah blah, all that crazy stuff. So eventually we realized it wasn't just the fact that I was in pain, it was the fact that the pain was becoming like unbearable and it was actually bad. So eventually I started going to doctors and stuff like that, and every doctor I went to from the age of like 10 to 16, they were telling me like, oh, it's just because you're double jointed, blah blah blah, all that BS. So eventually I went to the right doctor. They told me that sounds like it hurts because I can pop my hip on like command or anything like that. And they were like, it sounds like it hurts, and that's not double jointedness. You need to go see a chiropractor. I go see the chiropractor. They tell me I have hip dysplasia in both hips, and the socket and the joint are not connected. I have no cartilage in between, which means when it falls back and like when it shifts or anything like that, it pops out of place completely,
Ew.
and it has nothing to fall back on.
Ew.
So they told me I had to stop all physical activity unless I wanted to become either paralyzed or have early arthritis. So I decided, I figure I've always been with the singing and stuff like that, or just in general, I can talk my ass off. So I figured, why not just get into something that is close to do with media? But at first, I thought I was gonna do some singing, but then I started doing like programs and stuff like that, and I got into a class with Fresh Nation of Detroit Pal, and they were like, "Oh, you're a natural. How long have you been doing this?" And I'm like, "I just got here today. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing." So they started telling me, "Oh, cool. Why don't you start coming to the games and blah blah blah." And unfortunately, the first game they took me to was a professional game, and they had me meet somebody with the Lions at Ford Field, and I'm like, I don't know why y'all brought me here, but I guess. And I was only 16, so I had no idea what I was doing. I was nervous as crap, but it was a pretty cool experience. And after that, the rest is literally history. I cannot tell you how many like opportunities they've literally like thrown me in out of nowhere, and I had no idea what I was doing.
Okay. Um, how long you been doing this? Like, how long you been working for Pal and just like been in the whole journalism game?
In journalism, since I was 16, so it's been 4, almost 5 years. Because I wasn't actually 16, I was 15 turning 16.
Okay.
So 4, almost 5 years. Um, in PAL in general, I want to say I've been there since I was 7. So I'm not counting that, but that's a really long time. 13 years, maybe, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, that is that is a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're just now joining us, this is episode 9 of All Eyes on the Ball with your host Dylan Cotton, my co-host Connor Cotton, and our special guest Allison Hayes on the show with us today. You're watching this on currently being streamed on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and all the other top social media platforms. If you like what you're seeing, like what you're hearing, then make sure to not don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, do all that good stuff. And yeah, thank you for watching Wjzz Cool TV, the coolest station in the world. So I think we have a few topics, a few sports topics. Actually, how deep are you into like the sports game? Like, how much do you keep up with sports? Like, have you been keeping up with the playoffs? Blah blah blah.
The playoffs, no, just because it kind of interferes with my baseball schedule. But everything else, kinda, I think I'm a little up to date.
Okay. How much football do you know?
As much as I can.
Okay. You got a favorite team or something?
I don't. I wish I did because I've been told I should, but I don't.
As long as it's not the Lions, you're good, because that will never be a good thing.
They lose a lot, so I
Yeah,
would
very
hope not.
much. You got any questions?
No.
Okay. Well, you're very much no help. Okay. I gotta think of some more questions. Actually, I take that back. So you know that the draft, you've been keeping up with like the draft lottery and all that. You hip that the Pistons have the #1 pick.
I'm not.
Oh,
I wasn't
okay.
actually.
Oh.
Excuse me.
Well, the Pistons have the #1 pick this year. They looking to give it up. What? They're looking to give it up. I mean, they might give it up. I have no idea what they're gonna do, but yeah, this is the first time that they've had the #1 pick since 1973. The third time in franchise history, I think, and they have been very, very much on the lackadaisical side of having good first round picks. Oh my God. What you think? All right. So what you think? What you think is gonna happen next season? Like upsets? Who you think is gonna win the Super Bowl? Blah 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 blah.
Actually, I try to keep up with football and stuff like that as much as possible. But for the most part, when it comes to stuff like that, they always want me to do like the halftime shows. Like they tell me to keep them updated on the halftime shows.
I wouldn't. I mean, you think you could do a halftime show?
Could I do a halftime show?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, like like during the regular season halftime, full crowd. Yeah.
Okay, probably actually.
I think you would be good at doing a halftime
I'm not
show.
shy whatsoever, so I think
That's
so.
a great thing. That is a great thing. Yeah, who you got winning the Super Bowl? I'll go with you, and then you go with me.
Who do you think is gonna win the Super Bowl?
Say the right answer.
In all reality,
Say the right answer.
It's not gonna be the Packers. I think it's definitely it's between Tampa, Kansas City, or I'm not gonna say Tennessee because I don't think they have the right. I mean, I don't think they have the right weapons.
Make it out the wild card round.
They might make it out. They're gonna make it out the wild. Yes.
Well, who do you think is gonna win?
Exactly. And don't say the Packers because you're a Packers fan. Don't say the Packers. Come in the camera. And if y'all want to call in on this conversation, feel free to call the call-in number at 313-355-6018 to join in on the discussion. Well, yeah. Who you think gonna win?
Since you sound so opinionated.
Exactly.
It comes to 4 teams:
Mhm.
the Bills, Buccaneers, the Chiefs, and the Rams.
The Rams.
No, I like the Rams ain't good. Dude, the Rams are good. Dude, they have Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, Aaron Donald, and Jalen Ramsey on the defense.
Okay, but are you thinking of the team as a whole, or are you thinking of the players individually?
Well, just the team. Well, the Rams.
The Rams have maybe 6 or 7 good players on the team.
So? So?
What do you mean?
Dude, they're gonna be like a top 3 seed this year. Yes.
Okay. No.
Wait, hold on. What do you think the Rams' record's gonna be? If you say under 10 wins, don't say under 10 wins.
I mean, maybe looking at their schedule, memorizing their schedule. I think it's gonna be under 10 wins. I think they're still gonna make they still gonna have a win. They're gonna be like, what was it? The 2017 Detroit Lions was 9-7 record, but they ended up getting booted out the wild card round. It's gonna be something like that. Yeah, I think it's gonna be something like that. Who do you think is gonna win though?
I say Kansas has a good chance.
All right, see?
Not even going to go to the Super Bowl.
You think Kansas City not going to the Super Bowl? Why?
They're not going to the Super Bowl. Frank Clark's going to be in jail for 3 years. They have no one on the edge, so it's going to be either the Bills or the Browns going to the Super Bowl. They're going to easily.
We don't even know if he got convicted yet.
I took that personal. that hurt right here.
I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
If y'all not hip or if y'all don't know, Chiefs defensive end Frank Clark got arrested the other day. Got charged with a felony for having a gun stored in his car, and potentially, if he is convicted, he could face up to 3 years in jail.
But you know what? More than likely, I feel like you might be right saying that he probably will get time because of the fact that he is a player. He's very much in the limelight and in the spotlight. And if somebody sees that or they get the influence from him, because he definitely has a lot of fans, if he get the influence that that's okay to do, they need to set an example by him telling them, you know, especially since he knows what he should and should not be doing.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately, I hate to bring it up, but same thing with the Sha'Carri Richardson situation.
Yeah, that kind of sucked.
She
Yeah, that
knows
sucked.
what she should and should not be doing, and by influence and by, you know, reason.